Hello, YouTube. Been a minute since let me get this right. It's been a minute since I was in the garage. You can see it's full of that my baby. It's full of but anyway, it's a garage. It's a man cave. Um, Thought I'd sit down and tell you guys a couple stories about my dad. You guys know my dad. He's a full blood Indian, full blood Choctaw. Very, very traditional. Believed in traditional food and traditional beliefs and just all around. Melissa and I went to Texas County yesterday, my wife, and just little things throughout the day reminded me of him. I don't know why I was thinking about him yesterday. He'd been gone a long time, like 10 years or so. But anyway, I've been hanging out today, not really doing nothing. I thought I'd make a video, tell you guys about my dad and some of the stuff he used to do and say and think, and just crack me up and just, oh man. But I would be remiss if I didn't say hi to a very sweet young lady. Her name is Serena, and she has I believe it's a purple unicorn. I think his name is Johnny, but Johnny's a girl. Uh-oh, y'all hear that? Somebody's coming. My wife, and she's gonna be blah 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 blah. So hello to Miss Serena and her purple unicorn in the stroller and all her baby dolls that she's being mama to. Had to say hi to her. And Miss Sheila, of course, got to say hi to Miss Sheila. Um, I expect my wife to be barging in here in the next couple of minutes. Just blah, 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 blah. I didn't think about what time it was. I wouldn't even try to make a video. So by the time she comes walking, I'm going to stop the video and I'm going to clip it to the next one. And I'll finish telling you guys about my dad. In the meantime, I'll say hi to Miss Glenda. She likes to watch me. Charlie says, on the big screen. He said, I look up and there's old Raj on the big screen. I don't know why. So Miss Bonnie, of course, Miss Sheila, Mr. Bill, Blake. Congratulations on a new baby, Blake. I told you guys the last time I quit the police department. I say I quit. They suspended me at Cleat. Just a bunch of too much trouble, not any fun. I just gave it up. Oh no, I dropped that. Should be coming out here anytime. I'm hearing the doors close. Told you. Hello, baby. All right, I'm gonna end the video now. I told you guys it's gonna happen that way. I'm gonna edit this in the next one, and I'll come back and tell you guys the story I was gonna tell you in the first place. What in the world? Hello, YouTube. Oh, this is not. I feel like I'm looking. Like I'm looking up at you. Like my stand is too high. What is going on here? There we go. There we go, Papa. That's a way to start a video right there. That's how I do it. Come on now. I feel it. Ever show you on my stand that I record with? It's I got an 8-track and some duct tape, 8-track tape, and holding it together. Anyway, that's just how we do it around here. I'll get this right. There we go. I need to tilt this forward, I think, if it'll hold. Hello, YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Hello, y'all. It's been a long time since I sat down and just did a video, and I've been thinking about my dad a lot lately. Went to Texas County yesterday with Melissa, my wife. Just different things reminded me of him. I don't know why. I don't. It's not his birthday. He didn't pass away on today's date. I don't know why. I just keep on a bit on my mind, just little things. I thought I'd sit down and tell you guys about him. Oh no. Before I tell you about that, let me take a moment, if you will, if you'll spare me the time. I have to say hi to a very sweet young lady. Her name is Serena, and she helps her mama, me mom. She helps her. She helps her grandmother cook, and she's got lots of baby dolls that she's mama to. So she's busy a lot of the time taking care of baby dolls. And Johnny the purple unicorn, she got to take care of Johnny. That's a girl. Johnny's a girl, but her name's Johnny. I think it's Johnny. But anyway, um, Serena likes it when I say hi to everybody. So I have to say hi to Serena. Hi, baby girl. And of course, hi to Miss Sheila, uh, Miss Bonnie, Miss Vicky, Mr. Bill, Miss Glenda, and Charlie. If you're sitting back watching Raj on the big screen, he cracks me up. He says, I mean, listen, what the hell? And I hear him talking. I look around. He's up on the big screen as he says it. Charlie, be proud of me. I've been playing guitar all day long, beating on that old Martin. What am I learning? I'm learning what is it? Heard it from a friend who heard it from a friend. Heard it from another you've been messing around. I'm just having fun. Anyway, I'm gonna tell you guys about my day because I said I would. I don't have any job today. I've got nothing going on. Don't want to do anything. I'm just kind of woosawing. My dad was he came into my life when I was 5 months old. You do the math on that one. And he just raised me till I thought I could do it on my own. I got married, moved out, or moved out, got married. One, kind of something like that. It don't matter. He was real native, of course. He was real traditional native. Um, he didn't understand a lot of things. I say a lot of others. He had a different understanding of a lot of things. Is what I would say. One time we'd go fishing, and I loved to fish. I loved to have my dad with me, and he would take the worm and put it on there, and he talked to the worm. He'd say, "Hey, go out there." He's just being goofy, or sometimes he'd spit on it, throw it out there, whatever. Just different things. One time he put a rooster tail. I think it's called rooster tail. Anyway, real shiny, got a little blade that spins, and he put a cork about that far above it, a bobber. So he threw the rooster tail out there and just like let it hang, and I was all like, does he think that's going to work? He thought it was going to work. I mean, I couldn't tell him. He just didn't understand how the he would always minnow or cork and a hook, traditional, very 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 traditional. He didn't like the ones you had to reel in. He said it's too much work. Um, I didn't know much more than he did, so hell, I just kind of did what he did. Didn't I knew better. I knew how to get rooster tails and and perch and this and that and crappie, and I didn't want to make him feel bad. Like, oh, you don't know how to fish with these. Hell, I don't know how to do a whole bunch of stuff that he knows how to do. So it's just little things like that. Just kind of, I don't know if he did it being funny or if he really didn't know. But rather than try to hurt his feelings and, oh, you don't know, I just kind of. I remember back we lived in Shawnee. Um, Shawnee, we lived in Oklahoma City when I was a kid. He would take us to powwows and such up there, because he's a full blood Indian. Um, there's different Indians up there, and they do different dances up there. But if you look at a white person, you won't know that they're from Florida and they know about the coast, and maybe just a white person in Texas that knows about cattle. They really don't got a lot to talk about. It's like I know about deep sea fishing, and I know about stepping in cow shit. Well, up there, I use that example to say up there, he's a full blood Indian. You could tell he's a full blood Indian by looking at him. And you got these other full blood Indians, and we're at a powwow where there's a bunch of Indians, and you got these little white kids running around, and they would come out and they would talk to him, in whatever their language was. It pissed him off so bad, you know. And he would tell. I remember we'd be leaving early. Several. He'd go to different ones. We would leave several times. Ain't no damn Kiowa or whatever he was. Ain't no damn Comanche or ain't no damn. You know, he was so proud of being Choctaw that it would piss him off that other people would recognize him as an Indian and just assume, hey, if you're here at a Apache, I don't know what, I don't have any idea. I was a little kid. You're here at a Apache like Stomp Festival, and you're full blood Indian. You're probably Apache or Blackfoot or Creek. I don't know. I don't know what any. I have no idea, obviously. But and up there's so many Lost Shawnee, Kickapoo. There's so many different tribes, and it would piss him off to the point that we would leave because they didn't recognize him as Choctaw. Well, and I didn't realize till later the southeastern portion is Choctaw, which we're southeastern. That's where he's from. But he moved up to the big mixing pot. There may or may not have been Choctaws, but they're not everywhere like they are down here. But anyway, that pissed him off. That goes back to the that he didn't understand a lot of things. I don't really. I don't know how to explain somebody doesn't understand. That's just kind of that's how I feel about it. He meant well a lot of the times. He just had I would call it stubborn pride, and he would get mad, and he would leave rather than fight. In that case, in that rather than cause a scene, he would just leave. So we missed out on a lot. We tried to go to a lot. We missed out on a lot. Um, Remember, he worked at a Capital Steel, big steel mill up here in Oklahoma City, and he wasn't union. He was so against union. Um, I don't know if I was already at the fire department or not. I think I was. I think I joined the fire department right before he passed, and I was talking to him about union. He was still dead set against the union. I'm a union member. Hell, I'm vice president of the 3844. So I definitely made the union. But yeah, he was so against the union because the union did a strike and he couldn't work. He wasn't union, but he still couldn't go to work. Like they wouldn't let him in. He wound up quitting Capital Steel, and we wound up moving back down here. But yeah, he hated the union because they would basically say when you work and when you don't work. That was his understanding of the union. Not that when we come back it's going to be better. Not that when we come back, oh, you're not union, we're fighting for you, you're not giving us anything. So they would poop on them in that regard, and then they still wouldn't let him work. So it was like nothing to do with the union was good in his mind. Oh Lord, let me see who that is. Hello, goddamn. Y'all ain't gonna believe who just knocked on my door. I was just talking about it. God damn. Let me pause. I'll come back to this. Bye, y'all. Man, maybe this work. I don't know. My microphone's working. It's not working. It's clicking. It's not clicking. I don't know. I'm afraid to push that because I'm liable to stop the whole video. There it goes. God almighty. What was I telling you guys about? I was telling you guys about my dad. He was a man. He was a different kind. He was a different breed all the way around. He was different. Um, he would, if you guys know where Pleasant Valley is, I think Pleasant Valley, right before you get to Brokemoor on the left, before the creek on the left. He talked a guy into letting us rent a house. He said, "Man, I'll clean it up," and it was like over. He couldn't see the house; it was brush. I remember he borrowed a chainsaw. He started cutting it. We would drag it to the road, and we finally wound up burning it. And he cut his way into the house, and he somehow or another rented the house and got like reduced rent or first month free. I don't know how he did. I don't remember. I was a little bitty kid, but to him, he had what you call sweat equity. I don't know. That's kind of an idea of how he was. To him, that was but that taught me, like the house that I'm in now, this house, it's okay to move into a junker, and just you can't live in a junker. Move in and build up, and I have. I've done lots, and if I could show you guys what this house looked like before, but I have my dad to thank for that, for showing me that it's okay to move into. He never showed me that it's okay to, and we got kicked out not long after that. Man, just all kind of things. I met Uncle John, moved in beside Uncle John, black guy, black cowboy, John Landers. Oh my God, um, which is funny. I don't know. Uncle John was pure cowboy. I'm getting way off subject here. Uncle John, pure cowboy. He'd make a bow and arrow out of a stick he found in a tree. Um, anything. That's where I get my hoarding from. Was Uncle John. Everything that he had could be used later for something. That's a fact. Like, don't throw that away. It could be used for this. Don't, or you can use this for that. Super, super, super good dude, Uncle John. Oh my God. Um, man, trying to think what else to tell you guys about my dad. Always a joker. Big into wrestling. He put you in like his move and called a half-ass Indian hold that I still do today. Um, he loved to drink. I guess that's where I got it from. Um, loved to drink. Wasn't too big on working. I figured that out. That's not the way to be. So I'm big on working. Uh, it's almost like you remember the good and forget the bad, if you will. And that's what I try to do when I talk about him. He's just been on my mind lately, and it's almost. And I don't believe in spirits. I don't believe in ghosts. He did. He believed in all that. Shilop, he would call a ghost a shilop, or he believed in witches or stehulos, or he believed in different things that in the ghost world that I just I don't believe owls are evil. I don't believe anything like that. Um, he was kind of all over the place, but I do believe that when I try to sit down and make this video and try to talk about him, and I keep getting interrupted and keep getting interrupted and keep getting these people that I say interrupted. Um, he was always happy to see you, if that makes sense. Not that being interrupted was a bad thing. We'd be working on a car or whatever. He and I, for as much as I could work on a car, being 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, whatever, a kid, hand me this. I just start handing him shit. I didn't know what was what. And then somebody would come by, and then want to drink. And of course, he would drink with him. So the car never got worked on. The motorcycle, or not a motorcycle, lawnmower, or whatever it was. So Linda was always mad because nothing ever got finished because people would drop by. But it was always a good time when people would drop by, is what I remember. So yeah, he loved seeing people. So when I say interrupted, I don't mean, oh, it's a bad thing. No, God, no. I love every single body that showed up today. I love Charlie to death, and I'm glad I got to see him. And we just talked and laughed and joked and bullshit about whatever. My wife would come in. Of course, I love her to death. It was good to see her. Joe dropped in. Of course, I love Joe to death. Love Joe to death. Good to see him. It wasn't like it was a bad interruption. It's like I feel like my dad has been on my mind, and I try to do something to talk about him, and then my life mimics his life, and I react the way he reacted, and I'm proud of that. I'm super proud of that. Um, man, if you guys knew my dad, if you knew him, oh my God. Like my house growing up was the place to be. It's always a safe house. I think I've told you guys that. Yeah, my house today is exactly the same way. Like my kids' friends, hell, there'd be two, three, four of them sleep on the couch. You know, like I don't even know who that is. Anyway, I'm gonna try to. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Love you to death. Um, Hit like and subscribe. Tell one person. All the stuff I'm supposed to say that I know I'm supposed to say. Um, if you would like to do an interview, if you would like to be, this half the screen, this half the screen, I don't know how you're going to see it. Let me know. I'll make it happen. I would love to hear. I've got a generic set of questions I ask everybody, nothing too personal. Make it as in depth as you want to. I would love to interview every single body that's subscribed to me. You may not think that you have an interesting story. I'm interested. Um, I would like to set you down, ask you the same questions, and you tell us about you. I would love to do it. If you would like to be interviewed from right where you're sitting right now watching me, 100% absolutely. Let me know. I won't drop my mic. Let me know. I'll make it happen. If you'd like to be interviewed, let me know. I'll make it happen. I would love to do it. I'd love to talk to you. I'd love to hear from you. I'm going to try to stitch these videos together. And if it's horrible, it's horrible. I'm sorry. I make horrible videos. It happens. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this now. I have no idea how long it'll be because when they're all stitched together, who knows? Thank you so much for watching. Love you to death. I'll see you in the next one. Maybe I'll interview one of you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.